And just like every other time, we are back. My name's Charbel Milan. Today we got
Shawn Verette, you already know what's going on.
Sean. This is a time shared, the one and only platform that's out here trying to bring light to the innovation that's going on here in Atlanta. All the people that are out here trying to pave their own way, get creative, and change their life. But recently, we've had to slow down. We've had to evaluate what life is in itself. And a lot of the events have been obvious. And it's just interesting how we connected and how you felt like you needed to share a message, and that's why I felt like it needed to happen, because
Yes,
I
sir.
feel like when a person is feeling like they have a message that needs to come through, nothing should stop that. But that's just to get you up to speed. But if you just want to give the people a quick intro about who you are, what you do, and what you're coming with today.
Uh, you know, my name's Shawn Verette. Used to go to Brookwood with my man Charbel over here. 21 years old. I got a little kid. I feel like the position that I'm in right now, I feel like I gotta speak. I feel like people need to understand what's going on because it's not just me who feel like this. It's you feel like this. The next person next to us feel like this. A lot of people feel like this. So with the police brutality and the race war and all that, I feel like the answers and the questions need to be, focused on. You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense. If that makes sense.
Well, the thing about the questions, man, is the thing is we like to keep it real here, man, because I
Mm-hmm.
mean we could sit here and just bullshit and then we could leave
Facts.
and feel good
Facts.
about it, but we did nothing with our time. I want to keep things real, and I want to ask you personally, like, how do you feel with all this going on to be a black man in America?
I feel like hell yeah, do it. You feel me? Right. Go crazy. Cause like I said, I'm 21 years old. My son is 6 months old. I grew up getting told, put your hands out the window. Don't speak when unless you spoken to. Have your wallet on you at all times. You feel me? At the end of the day, a lot of people didn't grow up with that speech. A lot of people didn't grow up saying, hey, make sure when the cop is by you, you have your hood off, make sure you got your hands out your pocket, turn your car off, make sure all that. You feel me? I feel like now I gotta have that conversation with my son as he gets older. Right now he don't know what's going on. And that's what makes it so sad. You feel me? So I don't know. I just feel like if you if you go to school and you get bullied one day, first day you get bullied, you like, all right, dude, chill out. Second day, you get bullied. Mom, dad, they bully me. Teachers, they bully me. That third day, any human being, you not gonna take that. Now, obviously, this ain't been 3 days, it's been like 400 years. You know what I'm saying? So at this point, I feel like show them that we're done. We're done with this bullying. You
Yeah,
feel what I'm saying?
yeah. It's just sad. It's sad that we're even having this conversation, man. Like, it's sad
Facts.
that somebody is still stuck on someone's skin color. Like, I just want to mention this, right? This shit's so funny. So I was doing the, Blackout Tuesday, and I was posting a picture, and I was like, well, what's something I can throw in the caption?
Mm-hmm.
Because I mean, I'm Lebanese. I'm not black or white, but I'm also not racist. I don't give a
Yeah.
fuck who you are. Dude, I know people that are black, Asian, white, Arabic, European, and they're an asshole. And then I know people that are fantastic. It doesn't matter what
Yeah.
the fuck you are. But people are still stuck on this for some reason. So I posted the picture and I was like, I need a caption that like is just kind of like, come on now. So I just went and looked up the definition of what does it mean to have dark skin, and it just obviously fucking means that your ancestors lived closer to the equator, so their skin adapted
Yeah.
pigmentation wise. I forget what it's called, melanin, I think it's called,
Melon.
produce more. So what it does pretty much is it like not fights off, but it reduces your intake of UV. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I just like read as much as what was needed. I
Yeah,
didn't just
yeah, yeah,
copy
yeah,
paste,
yeah, yeah,
but
yeah, yeah. Do what you gotta
oh
do.
yeah, I read in there and I was like, all right, what sounds like? So I put that in the caption, and then I posted that. And the reason I liked it was because I read it and it just kind of like reassured me that like people are tripping. So I mean, how do you feel? Like, do you think that people are trying to use this time as a leverage point? Not even as far as looting. I'm not even
I,
talking about that yet. I'm just talking about as far as a leverage point to feel a certain way, to speak and bring up other topics, or to kind of stay in the shadows. And then now it's like, okay, well, if you're not addressing the issue, then maybe you are a part of the issue. And like,
Yeah, yeah.
how do you feel about the whole
I don't know.
slippery slope?
I'm gonna keep it real with you. I feel like people think this a joke, and I really do feel like that because I mean, at the end of the day, there's some people who are black but are not speaking. I mean, you just seen a man get killed senseless. This nigga's knee is on his neck. I can't breathe. He's a grown ass man calling for his mama who is dead. His mama's not even alive. Come on now, we two grown people here.
It's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? And we get into a situation, we not calling for our mama. We gonna handle that right
bro.
there.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yep.
And then I love my kids. Tell my kids I love them. Tell my wife I love. You feel me? Like at the end of the day, this nigga got killed for no reason. For what? I think fake $20 bill.
Bro, I don't care what it was.
You feel me?
Could have been a fake
$100,000
bill.
You could have just tripped over a rock and they like, look, we gotta put you in. But then they think that's it. Now let me tell you something. If I see you in a position like that, you think I'm gonna record? Or do you think I'm gonna try to put myself in a position to make sure that you are not getting your neck stepped on? What you think I would do?
Isn't it sad that every single person there didn't jump in for the fear that they will immediately be shot? You know what I mean? Like, isn't that sad too? That like you have to watch this because you know if you run in there
If
and
I jump in, I'm gonna get shot.
Yeah, because dude, what are you about to do? You gotta run in there and shove the fuck out of that guy. Be like, get the fuck off this guy.
You feel me?
What are we even doing? Yeah.
And this man apparently got a trigger finger.
Dude.
You feel me? He got a trigger finger.
That's assault. You get shot. Yeah. That's
so.
It's the sad part, man. You can't even help a person.
So I don't know. I feel like, you know, we in positions where now it's like we should say something. I mean, like I said, this been going on for so long. It's about time that actually we caught it on tape that somebody's getting killed senseless. You feel me? And at the end of the day, we never seen that. We never seen when Michael Brown got killed. We seen when Eric Garner got killed. Yeah. He was getting choked, right? But what happened? Did anybody go through a riot through that? And all they did was just fire dude. They didn't even arrest him. So why is it all of a sudden you see George Floyd doing the same thing? I can't breathe. I can't breathe. The same exact thing. The only difference is he's not in the chokehold. His neck is kneed. Why? Where was that at when that happened? Why is it going on now? You feel what I'm saying?
It's tragic, man.
And don't get me wrong, I'm not racist. I love all types of people, but come on now. I feel like in my mind is a little bit too many white people protesting at, you know what I'm saying, for Black Lives Matter, because it was like, where was y'all at when all this other stuff was going on? Where was y'all at 10 years ago? Where was y'all at 5 years ago? We just had this conversation. Where was y'all at when Ahmaud got killed? I mean, at the end of the day, he wasn't a cop, but he was a retired cop. Why didn't we? You feel what I'm saying? Why didn't we go crazy?
The guy jogging, right?
The guy jogging.
Yeah, what the hell?
And you seen it on video.
Bro, even if the guy just robbed the whole neighborhood, who gives a shit, man? You're not going to kill him. You arrest him, and whatever happens will happen. But the problem is that right there, it takes you into a part of the brain where you're like, okay, this isn't the type of thing, man, that you can talk about with someone and then they're like, oh yeah, like, okay, I see what you mean. Like, that's a good way to look at it. Like, no, these are deep rooted views about life, about essentially like a moral integrity, man. Like, I don't know. I just feel like some of these people need to trip shrooms or something and dissolve. I don't know. I'm not recommending that to anyone, but I'm just saying, wrong. No, really, man. I feel like people have yet to realize that no matter how much money you make, no matter who you are and what you do, none of us are shit, bro. And we're all born on this earth, not worth shit. And we die, not worth shit. We take nothing with us. There's it's just a physical experience, bro. It's like a movie or something. So, like, people have these hatred, like, views, like, it's rooted.
It's tension. You feel the tension.
Do you think it's a generational passing? It's a weird way of saying it. Do you think it's taught generationally, like racism, or do you think that it's kind of the thing where like society kind of aids?
I feel like that's a good question, because I know some people who the opposite race of me. My son is half white, and they not racist. You know what I'm saying? I know some people. Charles, my late brother, his mom is white. She took me in as her own
Yes.
son.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace. She's not
Yes.
racist. You feel me? I feel like it's the areas you in, because 9 times out of 10, somebody from New York, they grow up with all that, the different races. LA, we grow up with different races. Chicago, you grow up with different races. You feel me? When it comes to coming to the South, there's usually one little race. You notice, and that's usually the problem. You don't hear on the West Side, oh, this man got killed because he was black. You know what I'm saying? You mainly hear Georgia, Florida, Minnesota, everything, Minnesota, all them little places like that. You hear places like that. You don't hear Chicago. Oh man, you hear the deaths on black crime, but you don't usually hear the deaths on a white man just killed a black man. You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense.
No, it does. So let me ask you a question. On that note, do you think Atlanta is almost not hot spot, but it's like the closest major city to where you're saying you feel like the majority of the things happen?
Nah. I feel like majority of the things will happen like
The
the
Southeast.
the south, like the south.
Yeah, like you're
You
saying,
feel
like
me?
you feel like Atlanta would be the
Oh
biggest
yeah, the
city
biggest,
of
closest to that.
yeah,
Yeah,
of
yeah,
like
yeah,
all
yeah,
of the
yeah, yeah.
areas that you think have the highest issues with
Oh yeah,
racism and
absolutely,
shit.
absolutely.
Atlanta being all right. So my question on that note is, do you think what happened a couple nights ago was justified? Because to be honest with you, man, people are getting hit with rubber bullets and shit in different places, and
Mhm.
that's crazy.
Yeah,
That's a
that
whole
shit's
different
serious.
that's a
That
whole
shit's
different topic.
serious.
That's fucked up. But I still haven't heard anything about the like I didn't see as many cars on fire. Like don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
The buildings I get, but I like Atlanta was just crazy, man, because they were just yelling like we
Racial
paid for
slurs
the
or
cars.
anything?
No,
Well, let me tell you something.
they didn't give a
Let me
shit,
tell you
dude.
something. Cause I mean, and the only reason I feel like I could speak on this is because I know for a fact that when I get pulled over, it's 6, 7 cops behind me. I never. I think just recently I got into a raid. And it was a situation where, like, you know what I'm saying? I had nothing to do with it, but I could have been laying there for no reason. You know what I'm saying? And then they just would have walked on about it. That's what happened to Breonna Taylor. They just walked on about it. You feel me? So, like, I feel like what happened in Atlanta, burning a cop car, hell yeah, burn the fuck out of cop car, burn the fuck out of police precinct. Like, do shit like that. But what the fuck is Nike gonna do for George Floyd? What is a $200 pair of shoes gonna do? What is Icebox gonna do?
I,
What like for real though? Like, let's be real. Like, what is you taking this water bottle gonna do with him in his death?
that's look. I want to get to that because like I see what you're talking about, but I'm saying, don't you agree the fact that it's all property?
Mm-hmm.
Like they could burn as many fucking cars, bro. They
Oh
can
yeah,
burn
yeah,
the
yeah,
building.
yeah.
It's all everyone's gonna claim insurance. At least the buildings are, and the
I
police
mean, I
aren't
ain't gonna
worried about
lie
a
though.
new
I'm gonna be
car.
that nigga that's gonna be like, hold on, wait a minute. Shit, hey, well, we gonna have to park the car down to 8th Street, bro. We can't do this. Like, you feel me? Like,
Yeah, no, I
to be
feel you.
real, I'm not.
I feel you.
I
Caught him off
mean,
guard.
I mean, how else are we gonna get noticed though?
I mean, yeah, but it's just to me, man.
Cause I mean, just
It's just pisses
look
me off.
though. All right, if we saying we want to get noticed, we singing, hey, can we get noticed? Can we get noticed? Now it's like, hey, we're here. Can we get noticed? Hey, we're here. Can we get noticed? And to the point to where it's like, yo, motherfucker, look. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I feel like if you're gonna burn the shit down that makes sense. Don't burn the shit down that doesn't make sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, for example, we got the city capital. Go to the city capital. Hell yeah, if you could burn that motherfucker down, do that. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like you burning unnecessary stuff is like just senseless. It's like you just doing it just to do it.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
You know what I'm saying? So I agree with it, but I'm 50-50 with it.
The thing is, man, I'm just mad because I don't think that, like, no matter how much shit you burn, I don't think it's a reason to throw tear gas and shoot people with rubber bullets. Like, people are losing
But
their
what you
eyes, bro.
expect though?
It's just sad. It's sad that they.
Look, this is rubber bullets. Last time it was batons and dogs and
Yeah,
water hoses.
yeah,
You feel me?
yeah.
So what do you expect now? They call it martial law. Come on now, martial law.
It's just sad, man. It's sad to me that people. I mean, I get it. Okay, they're trying to do a job. They're trying to bring a paycheck home to a family. I get it. But at some point in time, like, bro, some of the looks on these cops' faces, they were like,
You think they wanted to do it?
fuck me. Hell no. Of course not. Maybe 40% of them really gave a fuck. The rest of them were like, oh my God. Like, if this wasn't the only job I had, you can just tell. But how do you, I mean, you were about to bring up a really good topic. You really were. How do you feel about, like, the results of that shit, like the stealing aspect?
I mean, like I said, where's $200 of shoes gonna do for another man's death?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't get it. It's just I'm so confused on what is the message that we supposed to be sending. What is it that we trying to get across here? Because I feel like if I was to when Charles died, I'm like, all right, bet. You know what I'm saying? How is it that I could change? So things that I was probably doing wrong. They say he died not wearing his seatbelt. All right, I never wear my seatbelt in the car. You feel me? So now I'm over here like, all right, let me put on my seatbelt. They say do is drinking or whatever. All right, let me talk about the drunk driving. Let me spread that awareness. Like, look, hey man, it's serious out here. You feel what I'm saying? But now if I go out here after his death, don't put my seatbelt on, drinking, not giving a fuck. What message am I sending? What purpose am I sending from his death? What have I learned, basically? Not what can I do to try to get the next good thing. Oh, they about to loot, they about to riot. Hell yeah, that's my chance to go take that. And I feel like those are the people that's overpowering the people that's actually being peaceful. Like you said, you went out there.
Jesus,
You feel
dude,
what I'm
that was
saying?
beautiful. Holy shit.
You feel what I'm saying? You said you went out there and it was peaceful
For like 6 hours.
for 6 hours.
I left and came back.
So why is it that it goes peaceful, then out of nowhere it's
I mean,
I don't get it.
I told you earlier what I think, but
like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, hey, that's for later. But look. So it's like at the end of the day, how you gonna want to get heard if you sitting here keep on screaming, keep on talking, and keep on, like, you know what I'm saying, doing things that make you look like a fool. I'm not trying to be mean, but I'm just being real. If I sit here, hey, I'm an innocent man, but I just shot 5 people, but I'm an innocent man, you think they gonna look at me and be like, yeah, that's an innocent man?
yeah, well, of course not. I mean, here's the thing. The problem is everything leading up to this was situational. Like, it really was, bro. Like, everything that happened, there was, oh, he ran and it was nighttime, and then there's, oh, we thought he had a gun, or fucking, like, I don't know, dude.
Oh, he got a gun. Let's
Whatever
shoot
it
him
is.
in the back. Like, yeah.
Whatever it is, every story leading up to this, there was some weird cop out where they could be like, and just pull aside, and everyone has to be like, come on, that's not a reason to kill someone. But this time, there was no gun, there was no situation, there was nothing happening other than a murder. And honestly, here's the thing: I think it was like a hate crime because they worked together at a place like years prior. So maybe like
You think that has something to do with it?
100%.
Yeah, I was
100%.
thinking that.
Dude, their energies existed and coincided.
Did you
like,
see
before.
the cop
Like,
beating
you know
him
what
in the
that means?
car?
Huh?
Did you see him getting beat up in the car?
I mean, dude,
Because
the
they
fact that
got
they beat him up in the car is horrific, but that shit came out like days after the original video, and the original video takes you so far over the edge, bro, that you're just like enraged. You're like, what the hell?
fuck. This nigga's actually dying. Like, what
Yeah,
the
man.
fuck?
And he's saying it. He's like, hey, I'm dying. Like, yo. And this guy's like, relax.
If you're
Dude,
talking,
oh
you're
my God,
breathing.
that shit's crazy.
And you see how that make you feel, right? You see how, like, all of a sudden you
Dude,
just
but
like
why wouldn't anyone feel that way? That's the problem. Look, man, if you're racist, you are the minority. And the thing is I personally, if someone's racist, it's the type of thing where, like, I'm just not gonna associate with you,
hell yeah.
because it's not that I don't like you as a person, but just knowing
I
that,
am
like,
not my ancestors. I
This is
will
crazy.
fight back. I will fuck you up. Facts. You feel me? At the end of the day, like, we are one. At the end of the day, you not white. You a
No,
minority.
yeah,
At the end of the day, these Mexicans not white.
bro. I've had people treat me like a minority, thinking I'm Hispanic or
You
some
feel
shit.
me? So you done felt that racism, and it's like, it's like, I'm not gonna knock down all lives matter. I'm not, but I feel like right now this is what we need. We need this. If you hear, if you hear how like the hurt and the pain these people feel, or how we just, and you know what's crazy? This all be so simple if they
Yo, by the
just,
way, that one's for you.
oh, say less, say less.
Oh yeah.
Um, you know what's crazy? It'll all be so simple if they just arrest 4 cops.
Oh, you mean the other three?
Yeah,
Yeah. What the fuck? You
it'll all
watch,
be so simple.
bro. Bro, standing next to the trigger or being the trigger.
It don't matter. You
Yeah.
still, how come when
What the
somebody
fuck?
next to me shoot somebody, I'm accessory of murder?
Exactly.
At
Yeah.
the end of the day, they said it was a homicide of asphyxiation. So this nigga killed him. At the end of the day, even the cops said, "Hey, bro, bull out, bro. Man, shut the fuck up. Hey, you good? Anyways, what you about to do Sunday? Like, you feel what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
dude, that shit's
I don't,
fucked.
I don't know, but I just feel like
Let
at
me ask
this
you a
time,
question. Do you think that right now is a revolution that is going to come out? And I mean, of course it is, but do you think that right now it's kind of being leveraged by the fact that we just came out of coronavirus? Like everything already being at such a weird playing field, and now this, it was like pushed everyone over the edge.
wasn't Trump on his way to getting out of office?
Dude, I don't know. I don't keep up with anything. I mean, yeah,
I
there's
mean,
re-elections.
nah, cause I don't keep up with all that shit. But I do, peek my ear in now and then. You feel what I'm saying? And last time I heard Trump was like there was an impeachment and all this other stuff. You feel what I'm saying? All of a sudden we got the coronavirus. And then all of a sudden now we supposed to stay in, but now we doing the opposite. Now all of a sudden you're opening up all these black businesses so everybody can go to. I just feel like everything is all planned out. And I feel like for the fact that it's all planned out, we falling victim to it.
What do you mean by that? All planned out.
Like, why is it that they say the corona affects African Americans more? Why is it that why is it now that we're going through a situation that has to do with African Americans? You know what I'm saying? It's like I feel like we a target. It don't matter if we go outside or not, we still a target. You know what I'm saying? I could do the same thing as the white man and I will go to jail a lot longer. I will get the death penalty. We see it all the time. How many times you see a man just run and get shot? How many times you see a white man chase a nigga with a knife and they don't do nothing? You just saw it in Atlanta when 2 students got dragged out the car and got tased, and one of them had epilepsy.
Really?
Mm-hmm. And you want to know
Wasn't he
what's
like
sad about
Instagram
it?
famous or something?
Nah, I
'Cause I
don't
saw
know.
he
I
like
don't know
made a
who.
post about it.
I don't know who the dude is. I just know that all you just see is cops run up to the car, pop tires, break windows, tasing folks, and you don't understand what led up to that. All you just see is that situation. But you know what's sad about it?
What?
It was black cops.
Yeah.
But ain't nobody saying nothing about that.
That's crazy.
Ain't nobody saying nothing about that. If we gonna talk about some shit, let's talk about the whole thing.
Let's talk about it. That's
You feel me?
bro. That's what we're here for.
You feel me? Let's talk about
Let's
the
talk
whole
about it right
thing.
now.
Let's not talk about
So-
just let's not talk about just the little shit that going on. Let's talk about the shit that's going on with these riots, man.
So what do you think is happening there from like a sociological perspective between a black cop in America and a black person in America, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they're in this situation that you just described.
Yeah.
What do you think's the mindset going on in there? Or excuse me, actually, what do you think is the issue with the mindset that we're seeing?
Easy. It's fuck 12, right? Fuck 12. They corrupt, they pigs, they do dirty, they feel like they could do whatever they want. Oh, you see them doing this to me and you turning the eye to it. You seeing me get beat and you turning the eye to this. Or you helping them. Come on, my brother. You just like me. As soon as you take this badge off and you walking down that street, they could do the same thing to you. So I feel like that mindset is like, damn, my nigga, you a cop and I'm a thug. What's up? Now it's pinning black people against each other. And that's why I say it's so fucking sad, bro. Because these black cops is actually doing that shit. These black cops be the one that's actually pulling the trigger. But nobody say that. Nobody talks about how some of these black cops are the one that's killing these black folks. You feel me? Nobody wants, they just want to say, oh, it's the white cop killing the black man. Sometimes I ain't gonna sit here and say, you know, whoop-de whoop whoop whoop. But sometimes if you got a gun on you, you know you're not supposed to have a gun. You running. They see that gun. What the fuck you think gonna happen? Let's do some common sense here. What the fuck you think gonna happen? They trained to do that shit.
Yeah, that's the sad part. There's no explaining that.
You feel me? So now, so if a white cop do that, okay, oh my God, blah, blah, blah. Bro, what you think happened? Then the black cop do it, oh, nah, he cool. He cool. Why? What's the difference? They still cops. They still dirty.
You're right.
At the end of the day, that whole cop organization, cops don't see race. At the end of the day, they don't see that because they all dirty. They all corrupted. They all whatever the case they got to be. But when you step in that outside and they all that got that badge on, they are all one team. Why do you think, what you call it, the game? He said, he was selling crack to 5-0. It's all starting to make sense. You feel me? Like they, you know what I'm saying? They corrupt you. They corrupt you, and people don't understand that. People
That's
are so
crazy.
blind to that shit.
I mean, to be honest with you, man, that makes sense because that's the best way that they can, like you said, just pass the situation.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they want it to be. That's because then they are kind of not necessarily playing on a stereotype, but they're definitely amplifying a certain stereotype. They're pushing an agenda, you know,
Let's
like
put that
black on black crime,
you feel
right?
me? Let's
Yeah.
put that right there. You
When
know
in
what I'm
reality,
saying?
it's not even that. It's police brutality. It's the system that they have. Bro, it takes 8 weeks to become a cop. That's fucked, man. Driver's ed was longer than that. To get a discount on my car insurance, I had to put in more work than it takes to become a cop in America. That's honestly disrespectful to my car insurance.
Man, like I want to ask you something though.
All right,
Let me ask you something.
ask me.
All
I'm
right.
here for it.
All right,
I'm here for it. Fuck it. You can move the shit however you want.
Why is it that a person will be mad that a white person killed a black person, but not be mad that a black person killed a black person?
I mean, to be honest with you, man, I think it's because, and this is my opinion, but
Mhm.
at the same time, it's not because, you know, I'm a fucking idiot. So, you know what I mean?
Don't say that,
Yeah,
nigga.
no,
you,
I'm just
you know what you're
no,
talking about.
I'm just flowing. I'm saying how I feel right now.
Go ahead. Speak your mind.
I think that when it's a white cop, right,
Mm-hmm.
and then it's a black person, versus when it's a black cop and a black person, I feel like it's the kind of thing where it's not that the white cop shooting the black person makes it racist. It's not at all,
Mhm.
because like you said, a black cop could be also shooting a white person. And then, all right, so then we split into two avenues. A cop shooting an innocent person or just putting a knee on the neck,
Yeah.
just fucking killing an innocent person, right? You go down that one street, cop kills innocent person. I won't get back to that. But the second street is, all right, because the white cop killed the black person, it opens up the door to, is this racist,
Mhm.
right? And the thing is, I think it is. Like, I don't know. I think it is. That's the problem. And like, what you were talking about is still an issue. Like, why are black cops killing black people? And then someone will throw the argument that cops are just doing their job. You know, it's
Yeah,
they
like
could be
they just
'cause
doing their
cops
job.
kill white people. Cops, whatever, black cops kill white people. Whatever it is. I'm just saying that it's kind of weird when we see a trend of the same thing and we're like, okay, no one here is saying this is racist, but at the same time, because it's a white cop and it's always a black person, it opens up the door for the question, is this
it
racist? You know? And after the last one, bro, I think
Yeah.
the average person popped. At least I did. I don't know.
I mean,
I stay reserved, bro, because I'm the type of person where I don't like, bro, I'll talk on my platform, right? But
Yeah.
I'm not about to be on social media in your face. I'll be on
Oh,
my
yeah.
story. You want to click my story? I'll have something on there,
I
but
feel
I'm
like
not.
them people with social media. Did you do that blackout? Did you do that blackout thing?
Hell yeah, I did. I
How'd you
mean,
feel about that?
to be honest, man, I'll do anything. I don't give a shit. I want to just
Cause
push the movement.
I'm
Fuck.
not I'm not gonna say I'm not like I don't know how to feel about that because I feel like who came up with that?
I don't know, but it
Who's
caught, bro. It caught
who
quick.
started that and why did we start that?
Do you think that that kind of gave people a reason to just slide one in and not really give a fuck?
No, I feel like that just gave people blindness
Blindness. How so?
because at the end of the day, what happened in Atlanta? They fucked up the CNN Center. News don't tell you everything. We do. You go on Twitter, you know everything. You go on Instagram, you know everything. You know shit before the news knows. I got a hood site. They telling shit that happened in like Africa, like and China. Like you feel what I'm saying? So it's like when something catches on and it's for I guess a reason like this, for it to represent, Floyd. Now all of a sudden everything's just blackout. What are they doing in that blackout? What is it that we not seeing during that blackout? Even though it's so quick, because everybody doing it, what are we not seeing? Why is it that we having a blackout? What is it that they trying to hide? You get what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, I'm gonna get my information from Instagram. I'm gonna get my information from Twitter. When I found out Kobe died, I was on Instagram. When I found out,
Rest in peace.
you feel me? Rest in peace, Kobe. When I found out Mac Miller died, rest in peace, Mac.
Rest
I
in
was on
peace, man.
Instagram.
Yeah.
You feel me? If they did that whole blackout, how we wouldn't have known that Mac Miller had died. We wouldn't have known how Kobe had died.
I mean, here's the thing. Right? I don't think there's anything wrong with a person sitting on Twitter and railing it all day. Am I doing it? No, I don't get it. I don't.
No.
I personally, that's not my area. I don't really get something out of it. But the thing is, there's some people that are putting things in there that are getting other people to feel like they're not alone on a common thought. And for those things, I definitely think like, all right, yeah, no, like certain people, like,
But
here's the thing, man.
though, you know when those people actually sit there and really care about you. You feel me? Like at the end of the day, I can sit here and say, yeah, you speaking for us. You feel what I'm saying? At the end of the day, I can say.
I feel like there's no us, man. Like that's the part that bothers me. Like the
But what
us
you
makes me
mean?
want to like blow my brains, bro.
But what you mean? What
Because
you
like
mean?
why, dude? Because if someone pulls up right now and I don't know, let's just make this cool, right? Like
Okay.
some kind of ninja scene, and like we each get a star in the neck or something. We're looking at each other and leaking out.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna be bleeding red, bro, and I'm gonna be bleeding red. Camera's gonna catch us both bleeding red. There's not gonna be a question about the fact that two human beings just died. What the fuck does our skin color have to do with it, bro? Like, dude, if I'm at the beach too long, bro, I'll get super dark. If I
Mm-hmm.
don't go, I'll become like pale. I look like I need to take like fucking my vitamins and shit. Like for me, man, I never lived my life attached to that idea until I got older and realized that other people, like, that was a concept. Like, bro, I had friends that were Mexican. I had friends that were black, white. My parents didn't give a shit, dude. Some of my white friends were assholes. Some of my black friends were assholes. There was never like, oh, because that person's like, no, bro, like that's not a thing. Like,
I
but then
mean,
when I'm hearing people having these racial views, like rooted in like their childhoods and whatnot, it makes you look at it differently. Because then you're like, okay, like that's kind of like the cartel, bro. I was listening to another podcast. This journalist guy talked about how they get the kids really young and they get them to like do crazy shit. Like
yeah.
they're like fucking
Since they
like
born.
10. No, like enough to realize good and bad, bro, but they're like not there yet. Like 10, 11, right?
Yeah.
12. And they get them to like dismember bodies, kill people, because they're trying to get the fear out of them. Because what happens is, bro, you become like dude, kids are so impressionable. It's honestly like an issue. Like you can really fuck a kid up.
You really can. And that's what I'm saying. What do you think I'm trying to do here?
That's
I got
what
a 6-month-old. I mean, that nigga
No, of
can't
course,
come
of
out
course.
here. At the
I'm
end
just
of the
saying
day,
that that's where I think that the whole racist thing comes from.
I
Because,
mean,
bro, people who are racist don't think that they're doing something wrong, bro. Like, think about that. You got to think about that.
at
Like,
this point, they do.
I mean, not
At this
even at
point,
this
they do.
point. No, man, that's the problem. Is that if somebody's racist, dude, they don't think that the way that they view the situation is wrong, and that's why they're fighting for that side, because they're like, what the fuck, like, you know what I mean? And then the rest of the people are like, what the fuck?
It's 2020.
I mean, that's what you think, man. That's what you think. But
you
some
feel me?
people,
If at the end of the day, there's people here who love the fact to say, I hate that nigga. There's niggas who love to say, I want to kill a nigga today. I mean,
But why? Why? What's like? That's what I hate about our society, bro. To be honest with you, man, I'll be
but
so real with
what
you.
has happened though? What has happened though? What you
Fuck,
mean?
man.
What you come like? Look,
It's
look,
just
look,
fucked.
look.
Tell
I
me, tell
just,
me, tell me.
I feel like, all right. For some reason, people hate niggas, but they want to be like niggas. They hate black people, but they want to be like black people.
I know what you mean. Like the music.
The music,
Yeah. I was just about
the
to say that.
clothes.
Bro.
I mean,
Do
come
you think
on
that's
now.
a problem? Do you think that's a problem? Because I was literally just about to say that. That I changed up my music because I realized that it was having a subconscious effect on me.
What you mean? Because
I
you
don't
just
listen to
what?
trap music. I don't. I listen to rap, but I don't
Nah,
listen
you
to trap
can't.
music. You wanna know
Can't do
why?
that.
Because I don't fucking sell drugs. Bro, quite frankly, I don't cheat on my girlfriend. If that's not cool or some shit, fuck it. You know what I
Hell
mean?
yeah.
Because I have no problem with like breaking up with her and living a certain way if that's how I feel. That's just not how I feel. So why not take things seriously? I don't fucking rob people. So why am I gonna listen to someone talk about robbing people and how that's the move and I need to find another person? Like, don't get me wrong. When I'm at a concert in a crowd, I want to hear trap music.
Yeah.
I want to hear some shit pop. But in my daily life, nah, bro. I don't give a fuck because I know that has a subconscious effect on me because like music's a really interesting thing, man. Like if you listen to radio, a podcast, you watch a movie, like you're engaged.
Yeah.
For music, you kind of go off into your own world and you don't realize that shit's affecting you subconsciously. And that's just me.
So what type of music you listen to now?
I listen to rap music.
Just but you don't listen to
I just
none of
don't
that like
Bro,
pussy
I
money
listen
weed
to-
type shit.
Dude, I listen to fucking Lil Baby, Gunna, you know what I mean? Like I'm just not listening to like I love Lil Uzi. I'm just not listening to like trap rappers. But dude,
yeah.
I'll have some of them on the show. I love trap music. You see, you
Yeah,
gotta really
yeah.
understand the difference. If I'm at a concert, I'll spend money to be involved in a group to view live trap music. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah.
Shit like that. That shit's the most lit when the fucking water bottles getting through. But I'm saying that on my daily life, I changed my music course because I personally, bro, like I've had a lot of psychedelic experiences, and I personally, maybe I'm full of shit. Maybe I don't know. I personally feel like I was elevated to a point where I kind of became my whole self and dissolved the ego, bro. And I just kind of saw things for what it was and realized that no one's got an edge on anybody. And if you think you do, you fell for the illusion. And I don't know, man. I also just really got like OD about like my diet. Got
Hell
OD
yeah,
about
hell
my
yeah.
sleep, my mental health. Not because anything was
But
wrong
that's
with it.
good though. You
Yeah,
need that
but
though.
people aren't talking about that.
That's good.
And that's the kind of stuff that fuels the rage that's going on in the world, bro. Is the fact that like
I'm glad you said that. I'm
like
glad you said that.
don't you think, man? Like don't you think that like you said, what did $200 stealing some shoes? What the fuck did robbing Icebox? It didn't do anything.
It
People
didn't do
just
shit.
leverage the situation to come up. And I'm not saying that that's a result of people listening to fucking music. No, it's just like a mindset that this is. How do I explain it? I don't know, man. Like Kevin Hart talks about this a lot. He's like, a lot of people in minorities, they don't have financial literacy,
Yeah.
right? And I'm not saying that I have financial literacy over anyone else. You know, I don't give a fuck to try to oppose my views.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that it's the truth, man. Like a lot of people, they get caught up thinking that there's only these specific ways to make money, and something that's aiding that is the music, bro. Like
I don't know.
you don't think so?
Nah, I do. I love hip hop. You feel me? I feel like hip hop.
Not hip hop, trap music.
Well,
in Atlanta.
I feel like trap music in Atlanta.
Yeah, that's what that's what I had to cut out.
I feel like the 21 Savage and Young Nudie.
Yeah. They're both super fire, bro. And I'll pull up to both their
I'll pull up to
concerts.
both of their concerts.
But, on
But
my
I mean,
daily
you
life,
heard,
dude, no.
but you heard 21 say, what did he do? He don't even wear jewelry no more.
There you go.
You feel me?
There you go.
At the end of the day, he doesn't I don't think he glorifies that no more. You know what I'm saying? I feel like if you in it, you glorify it, and sometimes people love that. Why do you think people love Kodak Black? Jack
Man,
Boy.
I hate that they got him.
You feel me? Cause I love Kodak Black. Kodak Black one of my favorite rappers. You feel me? Jack Boy. He one of them crazy motherfuckers, them Florida boys. You feel me? So it's like if you really doing it, people love that.
Yes. Yes. I see what you mean. Yes.
Takashi 6ix9ine, the people thought he was really doing that shit, and they loved it. Man, tell me why they found out that nigga snitched, and now but they still love it, cause it's entertainment.
Mm, yeah, that's what it is. I think people are just like,
They're entertained by that savage, that gruesome, that I'm about to go kill a nigga. I'm finna go rob. I'm picking the lock, breaking the door, waving the fofo. You feel me? Niggas love that shit.
see, that's exactly it, man. If that's something that like is an objective to you, and you're listening to that kind of music, that's awesome. But me personally, I listened to that kind of music for years, and then I was like, wait a minute, I don't do any of this shit.
Yeah,
Why am I right? Why do I know all these lyrics? Like, what is this doing for me? Like, why do I feel like I need to be a savage? Like, I need to
Yeah.
fucking fuck someone up. Like, what? Like, I want someone to leave me alone. Like, I want
some
a
chill. I want
peaceful
some
interaction,
peace.
or we can just all go on our way. If someone has an issue and things need to get physical, I mean, things will get physical, man.
I
But
ain't gonna lie though. I
people
gotta
are
have
just
that
so
good
fucking
ass.
rage, bro. I hang around people who all they listen to is trap music, and they're so quick to wanna like, I'll fight someone right now. I don't give a fuck.
Oh God, bro.
I say
Oh
that shit to
gang,
my
bro.
fucking face.
Gang, bro.
I'm like, what
Chill
the
out, bro.
fuck?
Chill
I'm
out.
like, why?
Chill
Are you
out.
not a civilized person? Like, why can't we talk?
I ain't gonna lie though, but when I do feel like I'm in a position to where I'm about to fight, I do want to listen to some shit that's gonna rile me up.
But that's different. That's
You feel
different,
me?
man. That's different. Why are you fighting someone? You know?
I mean, yeah, you ain't finna. I mean, I hate the nigga to be listening to like.
Like, are
some
you
damn-
gonna get hurt? Someone trying to hurt you? Of course. Blast that
Yeah.
shit in rage.
I'm
But
ready
like,
to go.
people are walking around like with this mindset that they gotta be a killer.
That
or
NBA
some
young boy
shit.
mindset.
Like, no, bro, it's not. I mean, but NBA YoungBoy really did shit. So shout out him. You know, he's talking about.
But how
his
many
experience.
people? How many people you see wearing bulletproof vests that ain't bulletproof? Stand like him, try to act like him, and that's to your point. People act like him, and people fuck up, and people start doing this shit, and people start doing that, and all of a sudden now motherfuckers are looting Nike and Icebox so they can show the newest chain, so they can say, "Oh yeah, I'm like whoop de whoop whoop whoop."
So what do you think? What do you think is the future, man? Going from all this, like this whole situation, like now that we kind of looped back around full circle to it, because we got a little off track there, but it was nice.
I know,
But
I know, I know.
that's what it's all about. But what do you think, man? Like, it just kind of pisses me off because I just hate that there's even a conversation, bro. Like, it should be obvious.
wait, before I get to that question right there, let me just say this real quick, because you had said something about mental health. You feel what I'm saying? And like I said, if I'm gonna be on here, we gonna talk about the shit that people don't talk about.
Real shit, man.
So like,
It's real shit.
mental health, I feel like that shit is real. I personally feel like I deal with mental health. I'm not the type of person that's gonna go to the doctor or go over here and go over there. But I feel like when there's times where I feel I'm strong, my mind say I'm weak. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of things that happened in my life that caused me to have PTSD. That is a true thing.
It
This
is.
shit that I remember from 6 months old, and I'm 21. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to be like, at the end of the day, all this shit that's going on, that's a mental health thing. Cause we tired, it's fucking up our mentality. So we all mad and everything. Everybody's going crazy. Everybody's turning on everybody. Everybody got a mental health issue. It's just they don't want to recognize it. If you notice, a lot more people have mental health issues. We know a lot of people who went to our school back in the day who are not here due to mental health issues because they felt like they had to kill themselves because they wasn't worth, you know what I'm saying, still being here. RIP to them. So I feel like, and this is gonna go back to your question, part of the future. I want this to be part of the future. Like, yo, fuck all that hate, because you don't know what the next nigga going through. At the end of the day, where's the love at? I mean, people trying to figure out how to live life, but back in the day, niggas was talking to animals. Niggas was turning water into wine. People was doing things like that. I mean,
Elevated consciousness,
you
bro.
feel me? Like they work together to build. The Amish people, man, they perfect for that. They work together all the time. No technology, no nothing. They work together all the time. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like, be in consideration of people's thoughts. Be in consideration of how people feel. Because tonight there's probably gonna be a black person who kills themselves because they black. And all this stuff is going on. You feel what I'm saying? There's probably gonna be a person who feels like they gotta kill themselves because they're in quarantine, because they feel like they can't go nowhere. They're gonna die from this or die from that. So it's like that's a mental health thing, and I just want people to like for real, like take the time out to really see what a person feels, see what a person is thinking about. Cause you might have saved a life and you don't even know it.
So let me ask you a question. Do you think that, like, it's not the mental health? I mean, because that's all we talk about, bro. I don't know if
Yeah,
you checked any of the episodes out, but all we talk about is the
yeah,
fucking mindset behind all the people. But do you think that mental health could be the root, not necessarily of evil, but the confusion? Because I feel like a lot of people are so caught up in their fucking ego. And bro, I say this all the time because I was, man. I
yeah,
was. And honestly, there's so many moments that I look back to where I'm just like, why? Why did I care? But it's okay. Everyone has their own personal development, and you come to the realization of things at your own time. There's nothing wrong
yeah,
with that, but it's important to address it, take what you can, and push it off, right?
yeah.
But as far as mental health goes, what do you think people can be doing for their mental health? Like, let me ask you a question. Do you meditate at all? Because I was put onto that heavy by Cole. You know Cole?
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah?
yeah, yeah. I really don't meditate.
Bro, you should, because this idea of meditation and it's fucking bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
Literally, dude, it's just all about trying to just close your eyes and get really calm and think about nothing. And I guarantee you, bro, I'll put money on the table. I mean, obviously not, but it is
I fuck with
really
it.
hard to just clear your mind. It's really
Yeah,
hard. Like, to just go absent of thought and just channel, it's really hard. It's like a skill. But once you get there, bro, you kind of feel like you're in a state of not all knowing, but you just feel comfortable with existing. You're like, fuck it. This is who I am. This is what I got. I'm gonna do what I know is the best. I'm gonna try my best in this world, and I can, like, I don't know, something about meditating, dude. You just kind of feel. And the thing is, I'm guilty of not meditating enough, but I've meditated in different states of consciousness, bro. But like, I won't lie, like those stages of consciousness were kind of like cheating.
yeah,
Once again, they're
yeah,
psychedelic substances, but you can take a psychedelic substance and you can go to a concert, or you can take a psychedelic substance and you can channel and meditate,
yeah.
and shit's crazy, man. So it's like people aren't dissolving the fucking ego. They're not looking at things as a human being and saying, how can we improve? They're looking at, how can I get what I need and fuck the next person. So as far as mental health goes, man, what do you think can be done? What do you struggle with personally?
I what I do is I rap. You feel me? Like I'm not the type of person that's gonna be like, oh yeah, I need to rap for people. I just rap because I like to rap. You know what I'm saying? Um,
I remember you were always into poetry.
you feel me? I write poems and all that,
Shit
and
was hard.
um, I thought I was doing good. I ain't gonna lie to you, I was doing real good. But this goes back to my brother Charles. Like I feel like I was doing good. I used to always struggle with that, and I thought I was getting better. But when life was going good, all of a sudden it said, if that makes sense. So seeing him, seeing somebody you love dead, you feel what I'm saying? That shit
Yeah.
hit different. You know what I'm saying? But seeing somebody you love dead in person, where you're touching them and they're cold and that shit right there is a totally different feeling. And to this day, I struggle with that. And he died in 2018. And I struggle with that. I don't talk to nobody about this. I don't, you know what I'm saying? I don't really discuss this, but it's like there's days where, I have this chain on for a reason. Cause when I went to jail right after his funeral. You know what I'm saying? Less than 24 hours. That shit fucked me up on top of that, me being in jail. And then I get out, I don't have nobody. I don't have no place to stay. Then it comes to me having a kid who looks just like him, has the same birthmark as him. And it's like, damn, and you not here to witness that? You've been with me since I was 8 years old. I'm about to be 22. Like, what the fuck? Your birthday is the month after mine. You know what I'm saying? That shit still hurt. And people say, move on and do this and do
Fuck
that.
no.
But it's like, you try moving on when all you knew was this person. I moved out here by myself. You know what I'm saying? I just had my grandparents. He was the only one that, like, he gave me a family, he gave me all that stuff. So it's like I still struggle with that. And I don't talk about it. I don't do none of that extra stuff. I smoke weed. I write. You feel me? Keep it in there. Maybe when I die, somebody will go into my phone and be like, damn, so what this nigga mindset is? This is what he was thinking, because nobody, like I said, nobody cared to see who you is. So why do I gotta keep explaining who I am? Nobody care about you. So why I gotta keep explaining how I feel? They don't care about how we feel. So why are we keep on explaining on how we feel? You feel what I'm saying? I feel like I feel like everything that's going on is everybody getting together and they're like, look, this is how I feel, but now we all feeling something together. You feel what I'm saying? So that's a powerful thing when everybody feel the same thing, where they feel like they alone and nobody's there to talk to them. And all of a sudden you see 12 people over here, 35 people over there, 45 people over there, 100 people over there, and they all come together. That's a beautiful thing. But then you always got them demons that's going to try to knock that down. Just like in life, when you depressed, that's that demon knocking you down. You like, fuck, I don't think I can be here no more. I always said I'm not gonna be truly happy until I see my brother in God. I still feel like that, and I see my son in the face. I look at him in his eyes, and I am bliss when I see him. You know what I'm saying?
It's amazing.
That's the closest thing I get to Charles. That's the closest thing I get to heaven. So it's like it's not always bad at the end of the tunnel. You feel me? This, you gonna get through that shit. I didn't know how the fuck I was gonna make it, but all of a sudden I see my son's face and I'm like, okay, I know why I'm here. But when I leave, there's always gonna be the times where I gotta battle it myself. But at the end of the day, I think of, why am I here? At the end of the day, we don't talk like that, but we talk. We communicate enough to where I can sit right here and talk to you.
Of course, bro.
You feel me?
Of course,
And
that's what this is all about. That's why I made it happen
you
ASAP,
feel me?
man.
So,
Of
and
course.
and many times as I done ran into you, how you doing? You good? You feel me? You don't understand, that goes a long way, because there was times you don't even know it, that you done seen me, but I was battling something, and you like, you good? You straight? It's good seeing you. Oh man, my man Charbel, he doing good. You feel me? There was times where I done met people, and there's times where, like, I don't say nothing. So I just feel like, yeah, it's okay to have those times where you don't want to say nothing, but the longer you push that under the rug, it's gonna be harder to cover it up. And then what happens when it's too much to cover up? If you just lift the rug and let people clean, you'll be all right. But if you just leave it under there, you're gonna eventually die. You're gonna eventually get old, dusty. They're gonna throw you away. I'm not saying that people gonna throw you away, but I'm saying that your inner self is just gonna make you feel like you want to throw yourself away. And that's why people, you know what I'm saying? So just take the time to say what's up. How you doing? You good? You feel me? That shit right there means a lot. And believe it or not, like, I don't know. I don't know. I feel like egos, pride, all that could get between that. You know, hate is stronger than love right now, when love needs to be stronger than hate. I mean, come on now. When I leave here, hey, bro, I just made it to the crib. You good? You feel what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Because I can make it right now and I can get pulled over. And since there's so much animosity, I cannot make it home. They could kill me right there just because they feel like, oh yeah, he ready to go rile up. He's a black man riding in a car. He got tinted windows. Your car smell like weed. Okay. He has a warrant out for that type of shit. He had done that type of shit. He used to be with this. He used to do this. Okay, they already got that put up in the system. So now they ready to, you know? So it's like, that's the type of shit that fucks up our mentality. We thinking that every time we leave the house, damn, there's a cop right there, dog. Shit. Let me sit up straight. I don't want to get shot. Now you fucking up your mind because you so worried about that cop being behind you. So now you're getting antsy. You fucking up your driving. He pull you over. Now you're like, oh fuck, man, this nigga gonna kill me. This nigga gonna, hey, license and registrations. Yeah, all right, officer. You getting scared. They could read your body language. Just because you sitting like this don't mean you not jumping out your pants. You feel me? So that's fucking up your mind right there. That's the type of shit black people go through. You know?
It's fucked, bro.
And that's why I say I think a lot of black people have mental health issues. I really do believe that.
Do you think it's just black people though, man? I think
I
a lot
don't-
of people.
I don't think it's just black people,
But you're saying in America.
but I'm saying in America, as in these 50 states, I'm saying that there's so many people with mental health issues. But right now, with everything going on, you can see how many people actually have mental issues that are African American.
I see what you mean.
You
Okay.
see what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I see what you mean. Okay.
You know, because it's like, damn, how many times have you done seen them show on the TV? There's a crackhead running down on the street in Atlanta. You go down there, how many crackheads you see laying there? How many homeless people you see laying there? That shit's sad. Yeah, you see the other race laying there, but come on now, let's be real. You see a lot more black people laying on the streets in Atlanta than an average white person.
No, 100%, dude. Dude, I went to state. I mean, what the fuck am I saying? I still go to state. I just,
feel
COVID.
me? You
COVID.
feel
I don't
me?
know if I'll ever go back.
Yeah,
But yeah, dude. Yeah. I mean, it's sad because you think it would be obvious, man. That's what I keep going back to because I'm like
But some people,
I try to
it's
put myself in
ignorance,
the
though.
mindset.
Ignorance is bliss.
Yeah. But is it though? Is it ignorance? I don't think it's ignorance, man. I think it's a taught mental perception about a situation. Like,
It depends.
dude, there's like rooted shit, bro. They used to have commercials about like you see this shit in like history class and whatnot, bro, where like they're like a black dude jump out the bush and rape your woman or some shit.
Yeah.
Like, what?
But I feel like
What the fuck kind of narrative is that?
I mean, I mean,
What? Why was that ever a thing? Like, I don't know, man. It's rooted. This has been going on for years.
Yeah,
That's why it's so hard to break.
But it could change though because look,
It will
look,
change. It's not
because it's
maybe.
like I said, this. I mean, I can't get mad because like I said, yeah, there's a lot of white people protesting, but damn, there's a lot of white people protesting.
What do you
feel-
think about that? Do you think they're the ones starting the violence?
I
'Cause we were talking about
mean,
that video before we got rolling. Dude, I saw that video and that was like, wow.
You know what's crazy is those people. I don't know. And it's just like those black people who are looting. No, the white people who are starting riots. It's like the black people who are looting and stealing.
So like the same
I
level.
mean, it's
of
the
what
same.
fuck?
It's the same level of what the fuck because it's like, there's a lot of white people here, but damn, there's a lot of white people here. You feel what I'm saying? I'm trying to see how I can explain it to where I don't offend nobody.
No, bro.
You feel
can
me?
offend whoever you want.
But
Who gives a
like,
shit? Explain it.
it's like, damn, all right, you feeling me? Because your voice is gonna get heard better than mine's. At the end of the day, we can go to the same job interview, and we could be white and black, and you will probably get the job better, or you will probably get this job before I do. So for the fact that you sitting out here, and you know it's tension between whites and blacks, you know what the situation is. You know that when people see you, oh, you a nigga lover, all that. But you actually saying Black Lives Matter. You actually sitting here marching. You actually sitting here protesting. You actually sitting here getting tear gas, hit with batons, bullets, and all that shit. Like, you actually going with what we was going through when Martin Luther King marched over Alabama. What we was going through when Rodney King was getting beat. You feel what I'm saying? What we was going through when Eric Gardner was getting choked, Michael Brown was getting shot, Trayvon Martin got shot. Dude wasn't a cop, but he made a citizen's arrest.
Sandra
Bullock. What's her name? I said Sandra Bullock. Sandra Bland,
Bland.
right? It's Sandra Bland. I'm thinking, my bad.
It's all good. To be honest with you, man.
Yeah,
I don't know why. I felt like I thought about that right before you said it because
Mhm.
I was like, it's not saying. But anyway, my bad.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like, my bad, Sandra Bullock, with your sexy ass. But like, so it's like now you starting to see what we feel. You starting to see, okay, look, all right, now you're not afraid to march with me. You don't care what people think. They see you out here with me. But then you got them white people who are spray painting, using a semi truck, running through protesters and shit.
Yeah,
You
I
feel what
saw
I'm
that.
saying?
That was
Niggas
fucked.
throwing up bows and arrows and
What?
shit. Yeah,
I didn't see that.
there's a white man who was throwing up a bow and arrow. There's another
What?
white man who brought out an AR. There's another like semi truck. And then you got them black people you see looting. You got them black people you see in there throwing shit. You got, you know what I'm saying? So it's not just like,
Jesus Christ!
It's
I didn't
not-
see a bow and arrow.
bro, it's
Imagine.
nigga, what you finna do? Hunt, nigga? Come on now. Like,
Imagine what a shitty way to go out.
they beat his ass though.
People are getting hit with rubber bullets, and you
You
get
hit with a bow and arrow.
bow and
Man,
fucking arrow,
I'll be
bro.
damned if I get hit with a bow. Nigga, you gonna catch me like the Matrix in this mother. I mean,
That's crazy.
so I just feel like,
You would just be like, because you wouldn't die.
You
I mean,
wouldn't.
unless they hit you in the
unless
right
they
place.
hit you in the heart.
Yeah, dude. You would just be like, what?
I just got hit with a bow and arrow.
Dude, that's when you pull a gun out and blow your
You
brains.
feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But then again, so that's what I'm saying. And then you had a person who got shot in the neck because this white man was like, you nigga lover. And they got into an altercation. A black man jumped on his back, Unfortunately, he didn't win that fight and he died. He got shot in the neck twice by the white man.
They were both fighting for the same cause.
No, they wasn't fighting for the same cause. The white man was sitting here talking about some nigga lover, nigga this. At the end
Oh,
of the
okay,
day,
okay, okay.
if I see a white man come out here and be like, "Fuck you, nigga, you a nigga lover," all that shit. Oh, forget this interview. Let's go ahead and do this real quick.
I mean, dude, of course.
You feel me?
Beat someone's ass.
You feel me? I'm finna, you know what I'm saying? I'm liable to go to jail. But unfortunately, he didn't win that little tussle they had. And dude ended up shooting him twice.
Jeez.
But that was another form of racism right there. Right in front of our eyes. We see this shit every day, man. Why is it now that people are starting to say something?
I just think it's gotten to a point where George Floyd's video really just tipped it over the edge, man. Like, I'm telling you, there was no leverage point. Like, I don't even know why they're having a court trial. Like, what is that guy got to say?
It's not.
I
but
thought.
there's 4 other people though.
Yeah, but here's the thing. They're gonna get those 3, bro. I have faith. I'm just saying, him specifically. Like, they have nothing to say either.
Yeah.
Maybe the one guy that came and tapped on his shoulder, maybe he'll get a reduced sentence, but he's still going away too.
Yeah.
But the guy who fucking, I don't know the guy's name, and even if I knew it, I wouldn't say it. 'Cause
David Chauvin.
No,
fuck that nigga.
Fuck him. We're not glorifying that.
Bitch
I'm
ass
just
nigga.
saying, bro, that what do you say for that? Like, I didn't think that would kill him. Okay, that's fine. Maybe you didn't think that would kill him. The guy said he couldn't breathe. No, I didn't. I didn't think I was killing him. Okay, that's fine. Even after he said I can't breathe, you didn't think you were killing him. The guy said I'm dying. What do you say there? What happens there? Like, that's what I'm interested to see. I mean, I probably won't even see it. I'm just saying, man, they wouldn't even put that out. That's the truth. That's the shit that they don't want out there. You're just gonna see the trial, sentencing, all stupid shit, bro. Fuck them.
I mean, you see what they doing.
It's just
It's
crazy,
right in front
man.
of our face. They
Yeah,
not doing shit about it.
Dude, it's not. It's not right in front of our face. You wanna know what's crazy? I was at the event, right?
Mm-hmm.
Drove 5 minutes down the street. Like, what the fuck, dude? I go to school in Atlanta. I know the roads. Like, I know where to park.
Yeah.
We all do. I mean, if you go to school down there, and so we're zipping, dude. Like, we're following, like, dude, 8 Georgia State Patrol flamed through the light, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because we left after we marched, and then they were like, oh, they set a car back on fire. So we went back.
Yeah.
But when we were on the way back, we lit one in the car, and we're at the light with a K9 unit cop next to us on, like, the other light, but, like, right there, right? And we're like, all right, fuck it, you know, like, there's bigger shit going on. It's decriminalized in Atlanta. So then 8 Georgia State Patrol blast through the light. So then we blast through the light. And this is a red light. Like, we were fucking hot. Or no, I think it turned green, and we were just using their lead to go fast as fuck. We're smoking. We pulled back up. Like, shit was not some military, like, shit was not that dangerous, you know? Like,
but that's because Atlanta is a strong city.
It's not about that. It's not about that, right? We do all that, right? Like, I'm just trying to tell you how raw of an experience we had. And then we go 5 minutes back down the street to my friend's apartment, and we pull the news up. And what they're showing and saying just blew our minds. We were like, this is actually bullshit. This is literally propaganda.
Wait, you saying that this wasn't really happening?
Dude, the shit they were... No, it's not even that. It's not even that. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, you pull up, all right? There's a car on fire.
Yeah.
Okay? And there's probably a couple thousand people standing around just chilling. People just drinking, smoking, equality, peace, all this shit, right? And then you have the people by the fires and smashing the windows, and the cops can't do anything, right? The cops were inside the CNN center. They threw fireworks inside the CNN center, and it blew that shit on the cops. Like, the shit was fucked, right? And so then that happens, and that's what it is, right? And then they set it 2 cars on fire. It starts catching a tree on fire. Helicopters are circling.
What did the what did the news say?
Right?
What did the news say?
So what the news said was, like, they had, like, specific, like, it's weird, bro. Like, they didn't talk about what was happening. Like, they just said that the protesters turned violent. They never talked about how it was going on for like 7 hours, marching around all the streets, and then stopped at one place. They didn't talk about that. They didn't talk about this one cop, bro, at the front of the line. He smirked, bro, And that's when everyone lost their shit. This one cop, this white cop, smirked. And then like his like chief or some shit, he was a black cop. He came and like had to swap him out because people were tripping, like they were trying to get in his face. So then that happens. So then more's happening, and then that shit I told you about, like bro, it was just crazy because the people that started the violence weren't black, and the people that started the violence weren't there for the march. They pulled up, got lit, and left. And the thing that you don't see on the news is you see like an angle, bro, of the side. Like, bro, the angle I saw that they posted on CNN was the side of the street that the police were on. So it's viewing the crowd, and it makes it look like it's fucked. And like then they have like a view of like the burning car right in the middle,
Yeah.
and right behind that, like no view of the crowd. None of dude, no one's sign, none of that shit. It's the fucking burning ass car, huge crowd behind it, police, cars, and this like whole like
That's
no, bro, like
y'all seeing how we
Dude,
feel.
dude,
Y'all seeing
dude.
how y'all
People are fucking shit up.
asked to join this.
People are fucking shit up.
I'm not saying when I say y'all, I'm talking to everybody who be listening to this shit. Y'all asked to join us, so y'all actually see now how we feel. You feel what I'm saying? So like when I say like
Can I just add one thing?
yeah,
There were fucking shit up. I'm not saying that
No,
the
fuck
media
them
didn't show
niggas.
that. I'm saying that there was no violence. Like no one was trying to hurt anyone. Like people were just destroying shit and raging.
that's
And
what I'm saying. They
portrayed it
trying
as
to portray it
violence
as
towards
violence.
officers. So it just shows that they're working on a specific side. Whose side? It's pretty obvious. I'm not gonna say, but it's obvious, man.
And that's why, and that's what I'm saying. Y'all know how we feel. Like in the protest, what y'all feeling and what y'all going through in the protest is what we've been going through for so long. Why is it that when a black man dies, the first thing they want to do is bring up his criminal records? Why is it the first thing they want to bring up his past? Okay, like at the end of the day, that has nothing to do with the fuck is going on right now. At the end of the day, you killed me. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about what the fuck did you just do to me that caused me to not be here for my kid, that caused me not to be here for my wife, that caused me to not support my family. You know what I'm saying? And now that if you see, I don't know if you was actually like watching how everything's going on with these protests and stuff like that, but how you said that the people pulled up, did all that extra shit, and then dipped out.
It was not the people marching around, bro.
It was not the people
It was
marching.
people that pulled up, just started like the breaking,
Mm-hmm.
and I mean, Jesus,
guess
I
what-
didn't have these people tracked, bro, but like from what I saw, they kind of backed off, and then once you sparked the match,
It's it.
yeah,
And we, and I can't,
But that's
and
all
we
you
so
need.
ignorant as people
that's all
that
you
we
need.
we gonna jump to that.
That's all you need is someone to spark the match.
You
And
know what I'm
I'm
saying?
not even gonna label a group. I'm not gonna. I don't
Man,
care,
fuck
bro.
it. It be them little punk ass white motherfuckers who sit here and
Bro,
think they
look,
better than
look.
everybody else, bro.
Trump labeled Antifa as a terrorist organization, but even doing that, bro, is like the fact that everything needs to be labeled and this is it. It's like
I don't even know
it's
what that
beyond
shit
the point.
is.
Yeah, it's the fact that there's people out there doing shit like, dude, fuck an Antifa. Like, no, bro, there's people who are just trying to fuck shit up, watch not violence, but watch destruction,
You think this the purge,
and then
bro?
leave. No, it's not the purge because it's
You
the
think this could
majority
lead to the
against the
purge?
minority. It just happens that the minority's in power.
You feel like this could lead to that? I
No,
mean,
it's
on some
not,
real
man.
talk, I really do. The reason I'm asking you that is because it's like
To be honest, I don't know.
because niggas is purging already. It's just because they ain't throwing the sirens and niggas is not like sitting here, picking out their guns and everybody celebrated the day of killing. Niggas are still purging. You feel
Yeah,
me?
it's just
We still niggas
Oh.
niggas is still purging, man. These white men out here are still purging. It's a whole new form of lynching. Just because the niggas not getting hanged doesn't mean that they not getting
that's
lynched.
what you're saying. Okay.
You feel what I'm
No,
saying?
I see what you're saying. I thought you were saying like
Like-
the people's reaction.
No.
Oh, you're
I'm
talking about
not.
the
I'm
police?
talking
Yeah,
about
no.
the
Yeah.
like I'm talking about as in
Yeah.
like the higher power. The higher power, because you notice the higher power are always the ones that move smooth and get away with the most. You feel what I'm saying? As a
It's the sad
minority,
part, man.
we not gonna get away with a lot of things. As a minority, we gonna be quick to get in trouble. I mean, look at everything that's going on just before this, before George Floyd, before what happened to Ahmaud, before what happened to Breonna Taylor, before that. You feel me? What I'm saying, just see how we was getting treated before niggas was actually looking at cops killing people. And that's sad because nobody understands what that is, and nobody understands what I mean by that. But it's like, just because y'all think it's only black men getting killed, what about these niggas that's getting beat? What about these niggas that's getting put out their house or put out their car just because of who they are, just because of what they look like, or doing more time just for having a little possession of weed than actually murder? You know what I'm saying? How many times we seen black people go to jail longer than a white person? This white person just did some horrific crime. You know what I'm saying? When you look at serial killers, you don't look at no black serial killer. It's always whites. You always know white motherfuckers who be serial killing. It don't be the black people. And I feel like they don't talk about that. And I don't know why they don't talk about that. And I don't know why we as a majority or a minority are always handed the short end of the stick. I don't get it. And that's what hurts, because we will never get that shit. It's here. It is what it is. And now that niggas is speaking, no more kumbaya, no more I'm sorry, no more please, please, please. Now they're mad. They're mad at us. They're mad at us, and now they calling martial law. Now they calling people that want to kill us. Now they want to call people to try to shut our voice down because they realize, oh wait, these people are having too much power. But nobody wants to talk about that. Nobody wants to see that. And that's the shit that hurts.
You're right.
You feel me? So it's just like, at this point, the future, ain't no telling what the future holds, because right now this is going on, but what's going to happen 2 months from now? Right now it's only been 6-7 days. What's going to happen 2 months from now? What's going to happen 3 months from now, 6 months from now? Everybody going to go back to normal. People going to go back to their business, and then it's going to happen again, instead of it happening and we don't let our foot off the tiger's neck. But who would I know? I'm just a normal person. I don't know shit. You feel me? But I'm just saying, like, let's be real. Once this shit happens and they charge the people, or they charge old boy and he go to jail, or he do whatever he want, then it's like, yay. All right, let's go. Now whatever else, it's back to fuck Donald Trump, or it's back to coronavirus, or it's back to this. But until this shit happens again, and then it's oh my God, we need to fight for them again. Bro, what the hell? Why are we stopping in the first place? Maybe if we keep going, this would not happen again. So I don't know. I just feel like at this point in life, if you're gonna sit here and not like a person due to who they are, and because of their color, because of how they talk, because of how they act, because of where they from, stay the fuck away. Stay in your own little zone, because us over here, we actually worry and care about people. We actually got our love over here. It's none of that hate over here. So don't bring that shit over here. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, I love you just because you a different color than me. I love you like you my brother, nigga. At the end of the day, blood ain't thicker than water. Water ain't thicker than blood. I bleed just like you. You bleed just like me. We still gonna go to the same place when we die. And we all start from the same place when we born. You feel what I'm saying?
Jesus, man. Believe it or not, we've done an hour and 15.
Hour 15?
Hour 15,
Oh,
bro.
yeah, gang.
I feel like that's a great way to leave it off. Bro, I just want to thank you so much for coming on. Not even just for doing it and putting a message out there, but I just appreciate you for not letting the energy go, because I don't know, man. It was out of the blue
Yeah.
how you hit me up. And like, I was like, no, we got to make it happen, because like things are happening right now. Like, why would we do this a couple days from now? Like, all we know is what's happening right now. So I'm really glad we were able to do it.
I know we was off topic and stuff on some of the stuff, man, but I feel like that
That's
all
what it's all about.
coordinates with one thing, you know?
That's the whole podcast space, man. It's just
I ain't never done this
convo.
before, so y'all
Hell
bear
yeah,
with
man.
me.
It's just, bro, people want to be part of conversations. I don't know. I just feel like, I mean, I don't think radio is dead or anything, but podcasts, they just allow people to be a part of a conversation with no effort. I heard Joe Rogan say that, and that shit changed my mindset about it, because I used to think about it like a show, like, you know, but then I was like, you know what? God damn, he's right. Like, I'm just a part of the conversation with no effort, which can be bad.
Yeah.
Which can be bad when you're like, fuck, say this. But anyway, I want to thank you so much for your time, bro.
No problem.
And
No problem.
I hope the future brings us.
Hey, look, you gonna see me on here again. I
Hell
mean, I'm
yeah.
always going. I mean, at the end of the day, people look at me. They don't even expect me to even be talking about shit like this. But at the end of the day, I feel like, that's what I need to do.
Hell yeah, man.
Promote change, because I might not be the one to change it, but the person behind me could change it. Who says I'm the one to change it? Maybe I'm just here to spark the change. Maybe I'm just here to put the light on the change. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, that's all
Hell yeah,
I gotta
man.
say.
Hey, man.
I'll have fun with y'all, man. It was fun.
Well, shit, just like every other time.
You know what I'm saying? What?
Thank you so much.
Hey,
You
hey,
guys
we gonna
stay
say that
safe.
for the radio. All right, man.
All right.